Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. In this video, we're going to take a look at both charts, the Bitcoin chart and the Cardano chart, and both charts develop interesting patterns, an interesting wave pattern, and we're going to take a closer look at that because that could tell us more about what could happen in the next few hours or even the next few days. So we are at another key decision point here. And before we start, I'd like to draw your attention to Crypto.com, who have kindly sponsored this video. Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app, and you can download it on the App Store or on the Google Play Store, and then you can use it to buy and sell over 250 cryptocurrencies. You can also use it to buy or to get a Crypto.com Visa card and get some cash back with that. So I use my a card myself, for example, and you can find a link to do so, to order this in the video description. Just follow the Crypto.com link. It is an affiliate link, and if you use this link to get one of these Crypto.com Visa cards, then you can get a small bonus as well. And you can, for example, put USDT on there, then you don't have to mess around with taxes so much. That is at least how I do it. And also you can use Crypto.com to stake and earn rewards. And by the way, they also have a very interesting NFT marketplace. If you're interested in NFTs, you can of course check this out as well. It looks pretty cool, and NFTs get more and more popular, but it's a huge topic on its own, the whole NFT space. But just to finish this off, you can go to products here, and then you can find here the way to the metal Visa cards. And they look really cool. There is no annual fee. You have to stake your Crow, and then depending on how many Crow tokens you are actually staking, then you can get one of these Visa cards, and depending on which card you can get certain benefits here. For example, card benefits, cashback on Spotify, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and then also discounts, for example, on Expedia, Airbnb, and so on. So yeah, feel free to check that out. And let's take a look now at Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin, we are here currently still in this correction, and I had a few questions in the last few videos about, you know, why do you think it is this this overall wave count here? Why are we in a wave one? Well, it is my view that in these, I have to zoom out a little bit further. In those previous spikes that we actually saw here for Bitcoin, in my view, this here was the first wave one. Then we had a wave two here. We had another wave one here and a wave two. And this is the third wave one. And we're going to see now the third wave two. This is typically what you see with new assets. It doesn't necessarily only be here in the crypto market. You can see this with stocks and shares as well, that you have very much in the beginning when an asset is new, you get these so-called 1-2 setups. So depending on, this is related also to Fibonacci extension levels and how much these waves extend and how they work, that I think this is not a wave 3. This here is not currently a wave 4. This, in my view, is a wave 1, and this is a wave 2. So you get these 1-2 setups, and I did explain it in previous videos, that the more you get, the more bullish it typically is in the early years of an asset. And all you need to do is check out tech stocks in the early days, right? They did something similar, and this is needed as a foundation for crazy prices in the future. Okay, so I'm super bullish on Bitcoin, but at the moment we're just in a correction, so there's no reason to pump it here. I've been quite consistent with talking about this being a correction, and in a wave two, again, in which I think we are, Bitcoin is typically moving down below the wave A. So this is the wave A here, the low back in July, and therefore I'm fairly confident that we're also going to see here us reach this target area, which I have placed between 20k and 28.7k. So I have explained this a little bit in more detail in my 2022 outlook for Bitcoin, which I've put for channel members on the Discord server. There you can see the long-term chart that I see here for Bitcoin as well. But yeah, overall, that is where I think we are. There is a possibility, and I haven't really talked about that. I did mention it in a few videos before. There is a possibility that what we have seen here, that this here is in fact a wave 3, what I've labeled as a wave 1, that this here, what I've labeled as a wave A, would then be a wave 4, that this here, what I've labeled as a wave B, could have been a wave 5, And well, what you do then is even worse probably than what I'm looking at, because in my scenario where this is a wave 1 and we're currently in a wave 2, yeah, the price area ranges from 28.7k. Well, actually it could go down to 15k. Yeah, it could go round about that area based again on Fibonacci retracement levels. But if this here is a wave 5, yeah, then you basically finish your whole cycle here, and then we can go down even further. Okay, then we would smash that price much lower. Yeah, so that is just another possibility, but not the one that I find most likely. Okay, just to let you know. So however, suddenly everybody's bearish anyway, which at least that seems like that. Yeah, that other channels now get bearish as well. But as you know, we've started to be bearish around the area of 55k up here, and so far it's all played out. And as I said, when we moved down here to this wave 3 low at 33k, I did remain very confident that this here is a corrective move to the upside. And yeah, we still see this play out as a corrective move. There is a potential that this corrective move could move higher, but again, it would not take Bitcoin to new all-time highs. I don't see this. It looks very corrective, this whole chart pattern. So currently labeled as an ABC, after which you get typically a 5-wave move to the downside. This is absolutely possible. It's playing out at the moment. However, and I need to warn you, for everybody who's now thinking we're going to go down straight away, need to warn you that first of all, I would expect primarily now a move up into the into this wave 4 area here between 40.2k and 41.8k. Yeah, primarily. Oh, by the way, let me just double check that. So let's assume the wave 3 might already be in. Then we have to draw the fib levels again, because they might have moved now based on what the price has actually done. Yes, it has moved. It has moved because, so let me take this target area out, because the wave 3 could now be in. Okay, it could now be in. It has reached the 200% extension. So from here now, what can the wave 4 do? I have to move the wave 4 because the wave 3 did move to the lower end of the support. Therefore, the Fibonacci levels get extended and the wave 4 targets move down lower as well. The wave 4 targets typically range between the 0.214 fib level. That's the minimum it needs to do. You can see it's already reached that in its latest move up. So let me just move it here. So the wave 4 target here. The ideal level, however, is the 0.382 Fibonacci level, and a maximum I would give it the 0.5 fib, which is here. So let me talk you through these price levels. So everybody who's confused now, I had to move the wave 4 target area because the wave 3 could now be in, and you have to base the wave 4 target area on the retracement of the wave, of the wave 4, basically from the wave 2 beginning. From the wave 3 beginning to the end of the wave 3, draw on the fibs, and now you have these Fibonacci levels here, which define that target area. And this target area for the wave 4 is sitting between 38.8k. The ideal level would be 40.1k, and the maximum I would give a wave 4 is 41k. If it moves above 41k, in my view, this is not a wave 4 again, and we need to look at an alternative wave count. But what I find interesting, just realized that actually, that this wave 4 minimum has already been reached. Okay, so after the wave 3 low, I don't know, you never know. I often see people asking, is the wave 3 now in? So you never know. These are all assumptions. You can make educated assumptions by this, and I try to really provide you with a good understanding of what could happen next here. This does not need to play out like that. In my view, this is what could play out with the highest probability, okay? But for me, it is looking like, yes, the wave 3 low was in, and this reaction to this Fibonacci level down here at 37k moved already to the minimum of a wave 4 retracement now. So the possibility is also the wave 4 could be complete now, and we could now move in the next move down in a wave 5. That is certainly possible, but I think we're going to retrace a little bit more to the upside here. I have to expect the ideal level at least, and I think that was at 40.1k, wasn't it? after which we are then going to move down here in the wave 5. That is what I primarily expect, but it is still possible, and that would then have to be, I would go with that scenario if we break above 41K again. It is still possible that we are moving higher from here and maybe give it another go to the 46.5K resistance level up here. This is still possible and cannot be predicted. I only have to go here with probabilities, okay? But what I want to show you is here a pattern which is emerging on the chart as well. Maybe you can already see this. So let's draw the trend line here. Let's draw the trend line here. So what kind of pattern is this? It's a descending broadening wedge. Let's assume this pattern really will break out, as it would be most likely, which would be to the upside. It's actually a bullish pattern, yeah. So it suggests that it will break to the upside. And if this is going to happen, for example, after retesting here once more the 37K level, it could push higher. Let's say if this happens, what would be the target for this ascending broadening wedge? And a target for an ascending broadening wedge is the beginning of the broadening wedge, which would be here at 41K, and that would be the also as the basically this would also be the top of the resistance area here. So you have a confluence of factors here. This is the 0.5 fib level here at 41K, and the target area for the breakout of this ascending broadening wedge would also be 41K. So you have a confluence of factors here coming together. Therefore, this would be also a fairly likely option. So as you can already see, I do primarily expect still a little bit of a move up, maybe all the way up to 41K, but the most likely one for me would be 40.1K. That is the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement level. And also that would be very much in line here with this support line of this descending support line that's coming through here as well. And what we have done, obviously we broke this former support line. You can see that here. And we have not retested this really as resistance yet. Well, we did here, but we haven't really, the possibility is that we're coming up here and retest it once more as resistance. And that would be sitting here pretty much at 40.1K. I can very much imagine that we're going to do that also to bring the shorter term indicators up a little bit, yeah, before we then have another move down. So on the shorter side here, for example, the 4-hour chart, you can see that we were oversold now, and we have now more scope again to move to the upside again. So yeah, that is also what suggests that we could see here in the short term a little bit of a move up, even though the minimum target of the wave 4 is already in. But only just now on the 4-hour chart, for example, the MACD has done a bullish crossover here. So that also suggests in the short term a little bit of an upside. But generally on the daily chart, for example, we can still see the downtrend continue and the selling pressure continue on the daily MACD. So short-term upside, yes, absolutely, but downside potential still there. Primarily further downside, it's playing out at the moment, this scenario, and primarily I do expect us still to come down here, and we are getting closer to that final sell-off. ADA also still here in this descending channel. Within this descending channel, we've got in orange here this descending wedge. You can see that as well, where the price is nicely moving up and down within this descending wedge, and we're getting closer and closer to the apex, but the apex is still a few weeks away, yeah. But I mean, rarely it really, the pattern really holds, or the price really moves all the way into the apex directly, but we can see that the price is definitely caught in here and touched today the support line of that descending wedge. That is at 90 cents, and we already broke below 92 cents. Now we are just holding above it again, but we lost it already. Primarily, I expect is to drop now further together with Bitcoin, maybe after a little bit of an upside. So there is no reason why it couldn't retest again here the upside, the resistance level of that wedge, for example, at $1.05, for example, before it then moves down once more together with Bitcoin with that final Bitcoin sell-off. Absolutely, I think there will be certainly another retest. So we could then see here on the Cardano chart within this wave 3 as well. You need your 5 waves, so we could have a 1, 2, 3, now another move up 4, and then wave 5 could complete this wave 3 then, before you then move up in a wave 4 and then move down in a wave 5 into the target area here between 30 cents and $0.55 as well, which is also sitting between the 88.7% fib level and the 78.6% fib level. Yeah, that is currently here my view on Bitcoin and Cardano. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button, subscribe, and also comment please for the algorithm, very important. Also, if you are interested in even more content, then feel free to check out the channel membership to get access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, and a weekly live stream. To get all of this, you at least need the silver membership. I have added something else for gold members now, so if you're interested in doing that and signing up as gold member, you can now also get access to some signals for stocks and shares that I analyze in parallel and that I'm invested in as well, and stocks and shares where I think they have either hit a low or a significant high. So definitely here as well a few signals, not too many because it all needs to be manageable, but when I see something and the ones that I'm interested in, I will definitely, based on my Elliott Wave count here as well, let you know when we are at a low. And I'm currently looking at one particular one that I think is currently finishing off its correction. So this will be added very, very shortly. And you can get that if you join as a gold channel member. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.